Hey everybody, welcome. This is Sweezy's World. Appreciate y'all stopping by. Hope y'all having a great weekend. It's been a pretty decent weekend where we are now here. It's been cold. It's probably cold where you are in pretty much most of the United States. A little bit nippy, but I just kind of wanted to bring this to you on a Saturday night. Something that I saw earlier was emailed. Good idea. Thought I'd just talk a wee bit about it. A couple of different things, but the first, when the proverbial SHTF hits that proverbial fan, okay? And there's nothing else out there. You can't go buy nothing. Everything's gone, whatever. People are going to turn probably to bartering, you know, before the whole thing collapses and everybody goes to all these things to take everything. But you're gonna have barter. And some of the things you want to barter could be honey. You could barter honey, sweets, stuff like that. Cigarettes, even though you may not smoke. I don't smoke, don't know anybody who does. But cigarettes would be a good thing to barter, good thing to have around. Another thing good to have around, that's right, whiskey. In this case, bourbon. Now, I'm a Scotch drinker, but we have bourbon. Good for barter, good for trade. You know, uh, somebody may have something I need. I maybe have something they need. Maybe they may want this bourbon, and we trade. Or maybe I need something fixed that I can't fix myself, or don't have the materials to do it, and they do. We can find something to trade about. Uh, I think there was talk a long time ago, maybe having ammo to trade, but I mean, if you have ammo that you don't use at all, maybe then. But I've come to the conclusion that you should keep all ammo. Don't be trading ammo because ammo is worth its weight in gold when the proverbial butt hits the ground, right? So, but other things you might want to need also barter. These here, this is candy. This is particular good and plenty myself. I like licorice. I just do. And might not be able to get any in the future, but somebody else may have some, and yet I may have something somebody else needs, and we barter, we swap. That's the way you do it. It's just something to think about, Sweets, stuff like that, they're good to have. Whiskeys are good to have. Very important because you got to have stuff that maybe somebody else might want, and even though you don't use them, it's a good idea to have some just so you can trade. Just is. In these particular days of mine right now, like I said, I do like scotch. I haven't been really able to drink a lot of scotch here lately because the AML and taking chemo pills every day for another year. They tell me not to have any kind of alcohol. So I've been dry for a few years now. So just it is what it is. It's cool. It's all good. But hey, even having some of that wacky tobacco, someone else may want to, if you've got some hidden somewhere, or maybe in a state that's legal and you can have some, you may want to trade. May somebody come up and they may not have any. Maybe that's what they want. You can trade. Something like that's a good thing to trade. Good bartering tools. Always remember, good bartering tools. Everything out there can be used technically as a tool. This bourbon, it's just a tool, right? It's just a tool. It's just something you want to trade. Like I said, I don't drink it. You may, like I said, any kind of alcohol, any kind of all. Especially wines or when whiskeys, vodka and stuff like that. That'll last a while, unopened, almost lasts for eternity. Beer is a good thing that you would trade in short term. Beer doesn't really last all that long, so it's not a long term, thing that you would want. But just saying. So, all right, number 2 is going to talk about warp drive. I know it's fantasy. It's Hollywood. It's Star Trek, right? Warp drive. Going fast as light, faster than light. Well, they are, as you know, you probably should know. If you don't know, they're working on a specific style of starship that will generate a warp bubble. That's right, the warp bubble is real, and they're working on getting that generated. The ship itself won't go faster than light. The bubble they're in, it will, shaping, time space. Now, I'm not a scientist, don't know how all that works, but they're not this close, but they're this close. Go figure. Warp drive. I never would have thought, but we're close. And within the next 20 years, we will have warp drive, maybe sooner. and traveling throughout the cosmos, maybe finding some other beings that are out there somewhere that are hopefully friendly. That's a good idea, I think. Humanity needs to get off Earth. We really do, because this place is going to go. It's going to go by the dodo. It just is. Not anytime real soon, but it just is. And we need other places to be. So warp drive would be a good thing to have, don't you think? I think. Let me know. What do you think? All right, and then I guess last but not least, I'm curious. Drop it in the comments if you don't mind. And also, before you drop what I'm going to ask you to put in the comments, don't forget the thumbs up. Really, really appreciate them thumbs up. Kind of helps keep the YouTube stuff working and going and all that good stuff. So, but what kind of thing do you use to watch YouTube? To watch me, to watch other channels out there? Is it a cell phone, a notebook computer, a desktop computer? Is it an iPad? Technically, what is it? I'm just curious what you see these videos, and content creators and all their stuff that you go to. What do you use to view it on? I'm just really curious. Myself, I'm lucky enough to have a desktop computer where I'm at. I have a decent cell phone, but I don't use my cell phone, for any of that. But I do have an iPad, and so I use it, and it's cool, So, just saying, I'd be curious to see how everybody who's listening to my humble little voice watches this stuff. I'm just curious. So would appreciate a little drop in the comments and let me know. Say, hey, I use this or I use that. I just think it'd be kind of neat. And then, have you heard too much about these UFOs flying around Jersey and stuff? Well, seems to me that they're sort of kind of coming back. Where'd they go? Who knows? But they're sort of coming back. SUV size drones. And just, I don't honestly know now where these puppies come from. I'd be curious to hear what you actually think, where they really might come from. I don't believe, that it's a foreign power, and I'm not really quite sure if it's us anymore, I just think. So I know someone, I know my niece, and she's in her business, and she has people up in there in New York State and stuff like that on the coastlines around New Jersey, and a few even in Florida, because these things have been seen in Florida. But they spray stuff. Who knows what it is? They spray stuff. Maybe it's just exhaust. I don't know. But her friends, her coworkers that work around, they've been getting sick, and all getting sick with the same thing. And they're not really quite sure what it is. It's nothing deathly or nothing like that. It's not like they've got to be hospitalized or anything. But wherever these things fly, and they see this mist, whatever, coming out, there's a lot of people getting kind of, like a cold, like a big, different kind of cold, but a common cold, so to speak. I don't know. But I just think it's weird. So, just what do you think? Like I say, drop me a line. We'd appreciate it. Appreciate all your comments, all your ideas, and all your thoughts. I appreciate that. I really do. We have to we have a very small community here, and so we have to stick together. Kind of wish this channel would grow into a big community, but that's just not in the cards. So I'm good with that. If unfortunately nobody ever watched again, ever, never, I'd still do this and talk to myself, because I like talking to this little camera right there. It's just cool. Was going to spend a lot of money, a lot of other stuff, but why? This works. It works. So if it works, don't break it, right? So, all right then. Hey, look, thanks for coming by. It's Saturday night. Please enjoy yourselves. Whenever you see this, just let me know what your thoughts are. I'd appreciate it. And at any rate, like I said, hey, like Yellowstone, baby. Yellowstone. Yeah, I miss it. All right then. Hey, look, until next time, I am Bob. Says Sweezy's World can also be your world. Be safe out there. I'll talk to you later. All right. Goodbye.